Hey, welcome to Toy Chest Quest. Thank you so much for stopping by. Finally getting to a review I've been talking about on the channel for way too long, I feel like now. The Rat King and Vernon 2-pack. Very excited to get into this one. Had a little bit of luck actually delaying the review. I was doing a little cleaning around the house, you know, just trying to get stuff tidied. So, we're doing a little cleaning, and I was lucky enough to find my own childhood Vernon. So I'm very excited. I actually found my childhood Channel 6 news van a week before this, so it's been a pretty good week. Of course, I was not the kid who kept everything together, so it's missing a lot of pieces. It's going to be quite the restoration, but I think I'm going to try to put it back together, because I think it would be really neat for my shelf, and I think it would be really cool just to preserve all my childhood toys. But that's not why we're here today. We're here to talk about this fancy 2-pack. I was very lucky enough to get this right whenever it dropped at Target. My stickers were kind of like this from the get-go, but everything seemed to be intact, so I wasn't worried. It was the only one on the shelf, and if you saw my hunt video, it wasn't even on any of the normal shelves. It was actually located in the dehumidifier section of the store, so that was pretty wild. If you're new to my reviews on the channel, I like to kind of talk about the item like we have, and then what I'll do, instead of having you go through the process of watching me fight this plastic and cut things and then heating up the characters so the paint does not crack, I want to cut all that out of there, and what we'll do is we'll just do what I call is taking a closer look. So I'm going to go ahead and bust these bad boys out of here, and we'll take a closer look. So let's cut to then. Alright, I figure we'll go ahead and we'll start with the Rat King. I'm very excited about this figure, as I've said in the past. This is one of my favorite characters because I was a big Pied Piper kid growing up. So I was very excited to get a very cool version of this guy. He is fully realized. I mean, all these animated turtle figures look great. The paint jobs are always really good. One thing I will warn everyone about right off the bat is I've heard and seen, and am experiencing it myself mildly, is right here on the pants. If you put this up a little bit, you can start to see right there the paint is starting to flake. You are recommended to give these a nice warm bath first. I did just kind of hit these with a hair dryer so I could get to this review. So we will not be doing the splits today with Mr. Rat King, but I will be working him in a nice warm bath later this evening. As you can see to the right here on the Lazy Susan, I've got his his alternate hands spinning around. He comes with a plethora of really fun accessories that we're going to go over as well. I think this is a really interesting and fun 2-pack. I had to revisit the episode again with where he turns Vernon and Irma into were-rat people, and it is a absolute hoot. I highly recommend revisiting these. It was one of the things I've been revisiting during the quarantine that has actually turned out to be very entertaining still. So old animated turtles holds up in my opinion. Let's go ahead and we're gonna go through some of these accessories so then we can kind of put him in these. He's got this nice little belt you'll see here, and it's got these loops for soda cans. You can see they've got a little soda lid on them, so these are also can double as a little fake soda can, which is fun. And you can see it kind of is made to drape down him, probably I'm assuming this way. And there are two red, as you'll see, and this one's a little, I don't think that was on purpose. There's a little bit of a scuff on there, but I think it actually looks kind of cool and adds to the realism of it being like a can, like just a, you know, an aluminum Coke can. So that doesn't bug me. Things like that I actually kind of like, little imperfections that make things real. And then there's one that is blue, and it's the same thing with, it's got the little lid on the top. And then, like, I've been doing this off camera accidentally. And it's got the little holes here, so then you can just easily slide these in. It looks really neat. We'll see what that looks like on him. Be real careful. He's got all these really neat little ties. They're really, really wonderfully done. They're there. He's got them. I noticed after I took him, he's got them all up and down his legs. I love this. This green is a wonderful color. Oh my gosh. And then here's what he looks like with the thing on. Oh my gosh, this is such a good one. I'm really excited I was able to track this one down. Now, up until the point of this video, the only way you can get this 2-pack is through Target, which I know is kind of a crapshoot. and you don't know if you're going to be able to get things or not. So hopefully you'll be able to find them. I know that NECA has restocked the Triceraton packs and Trag and Granitor, who I'll be reviewing the Roadkill Rodney pack and the Trag and Granitor pack in the future on this channel. I've just been kind of sitting on those two. I really like these figures a lot, and I like to take them out and really appreciate them. So I like to take time releasing the reviews. So sorry about that. But I like to take my time on the reviews so then I can know that all the turtle reviews I do will end up being real good and thorough. And I like to make sure that... a little hair here. And I like to make sure that I just kind of make them real personal. And so I like to take my time on them. That's why some of these take a little longer to come out. Alright, and it wouldn't be the Rat King if he didn't have his famous flute, which is very, very fun. Let's see, I think he definitely has a flute hand here, so let's go ahead. I'm going to pop off this hand and this. I'll leave the belt on, that's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off. Oh. Go ahead and pop this one on. I did heat him up, I said, like, right before I started shooting with the hair dryer, and he is kind of stiffened since, but I think it's enough. Yeah, he's still warm enough for me to slide this in there without it getting too bad. Yeah, that's cool. And this is a really good one. I know a lot of people were able to score Splinter. I know a lot of people were able to score the Splinter and Baxter Stockman 2-pack, and I think that this figure also pairs really fun with him because he uses the flute in the show to control Splinter. Really, really fun, and oh my gosh, that Baxter Stockman is perfect. So hopefully we'll be getting more figures like that in the future. I really like this guy. And of course, now that he has busted out his flute, we're going to have to bust out some of his favorite compadres, in which he comes with 3. First, he comes with, I'm going to go ahead and show you this one because I'm going to put this one on him. I assume that's what this is for. Comes with first this one that you can see has like a little wraparound tail. It's very hard. I assume this is so he can kind of like be like, and I'm a really good friend of his. Yeah, so you got this little guy who can hold on to him. He's like, hey, I come and listen very close to the pipe. Okay, and then next with the rats, and I love this because these are, I think they're all unique. Ooh, I have almost lost this canister twice now. Are they unique? Yeah, they are unique. Okay, yeah, all 3 of these rats are unique, which is really fun. I actually have seen a lot of people on Macari selling just the figures because they are army building the rats, and I think that's kind of fun. I wouldn't mind, honestly, 3 more of these. So then you've got this one, and they all kind of like are perched so they can be on people, which I like. And we're on things, so I'm so worried about his pants. We're gonna see if we can just stack all these rats on him. Oh, actually, that's kind of fun. Okay, and then last but not least, you've got another one of these wrapped around tail boys. He's almost got his hands up like he's gonna punch somebody, or you know, this one, I'd watch out for this guy. We're going to see if we can put this in the hand. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. He's looking good. I love this figure. And then last but certainly not least of his accessories is the canister, of course, of the mutagen. And it opens up, which is cool, that he uses to turn Irma and Vernon into the were-rat people. It almost looks like Hi Dad's soup in there, if you can see. It's pretty cool. I like this. I really dig this little mutagen can. I don't have the other one. I don't think I have any other ones of the animated ones. I've got a bunch of I've got 2 of the movie ones now. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I love the animated style of all of this. So, okay, I think that pretty much covers the Rat King. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hop over to Vernon, who's got the interchangeable head, so that's why I kind of wanted to go through Rat King first. So let's pop over to Vernon. Alright, and here we've got Vernon, who is a really fun character. I do not have any of the other human characters other than him and Rat King, I suppose. I think he's a really good foil character to April, and especially rewatching the show, I think that casting Will Arnett in the movie the Michael Bay ones. It's probably the best casting that was done in any of those movies. I think that is spot on. He is very much a Will Arnett comedy sleazeball. I think that is the perfect way to describe Vernon. I thought it was really fun because he's always getting in trouble because he's trying to pull one over and be a bigger reporter than April in his eyes. Oh my gosh, let me try to switch some of these hands out here. I love this pointing finger hand. So let's put this one on. Oh man, I really hope that Irma's coming down the road because I think it's a no-brainer. I think a lot of people want her. And yeah, look at this. I love that. I do kind of wish his head was more of stressed, like he was like, oh no, or like he kind of had that face. But I do love this smarmy. Look at this smarmy face. I love this. It is such a typical skeezy news anchor guy who is mad that there is a strong, independent woman who is always stealing the good stories. But you know, work harder, get bigger rewards, and April O'Neil is a great character. Oh my gosh, just like look at this. I love this. Just like with that one finger up, that is so funny. Typical, he's about ready to mansplain how the camera works to Irma, and she's like, I know, I work here too. So then you've got, okay, I guess the camera's got to kind of go on the other hand. So let me pop off this cool pointer finger that I'm obsessed with. Grab the one that I had. I'm actually going to put we'll put one of the other hands on here. I heated these up a while ago, so his especially are real stiff again. We'll put one of these on. I think that is a fun hand. It's like a whoa or a high five, you know, depending on the scenario. We're going to make it a whoa. Not the Joey Lawrence sense, but the wow sense. Oh, I love this camera. Okay, first off, let's just talk about the camera before I get it on Vernon, because I think this thing rocks. I almost broke it, so there's that. Okay, so is the Channel 6 news camera. I love on the lens here, there is a little just beautiful little glare there that really gives off a real animation feel. I think that is really neat. There's the red light, which means, you know, we're recording. It's a go. Then you turn to the side. You've got the Channel 6 logo here. This is probably a tape deck. I imagine this is a VHS loader. If you don't know what a VHS is, very old tape, very old recording equipment kind of thing. From back in my day, we would record movies onto big plastic cassettes. And then the back has like a little view screen as well that kind of has the same kind of thing on that has the front. Also the red light, which means go. Love it. On the bottom, it's got a little shoulder rest, which is really neat. And then the handle itself, I think really turned out nice. Yeah, I think that's a really good piece. I think that I don't have April, so like I said, I don't have April, so I don't know what that camera is like, but I do not believe it is the same one. But oh my gosh, yeah, this is fun. Does this move? Oh, okay, cool. So the handle on the camera does move too, so you can oh, my finger. Sorry, my fingers are in the way here. But yeah, that does actually move, so you can adjust it to his shoulder. I'm trying to get it here. Oh yeah, this is such a good figure. I love this. Like, yeah, this will be so fun to have him like trying to record stuff, getting into trouble in the Ninja Turtles, having to save his butt. Very much looking forward to that, and I think he's going to pair very well with the inevitable Irma figure, I'm just going to say. And I love that like his tie is like a separate piece, and it does seem to move around. I'm not going to mess with it too much because I don't want to break it from doing that. You know, like I said, depending on the scenario, that could be a high five, like, hey, thanks so much for saving me, Turtles. Unlikely. But boy, this is a great figure. And I think that pretty much covers it for your standard. Man, look at this. What a blast. But I think this pretty much covers it for your standard Vernon breakdown. I don't think he has the pants problem, I will say real quick. He does have a nice little, I don't know what is in there. What is that? Is that like, do you think it's like a little tool maybe? Maybe the world's smallest gun? Maybe it's like a little tiny one of those multi-tools. I'm not too sure what Vernon keeps in that pocket. Put in the comments below what you think is in Vernon's little pocket. He also does have little cute shoes, which I am always a fan of seeing the little shoes on these characters and how they vary up the paint jobs and stuff, and I think this looks great. Let's go ahead, bust this out, and we will turn Vernon into the were-rat. And we're back. I did have to go hit him with the hairdryer because it was a little hard to get this on here, and I was worried about it because the neck was moving. But it is a blast. He looks great. Look how fun this is. His mouth opens up, which I haven't done yet, so we'll do this together for the first time. Yes. I love a painted tongue. And look at those teeth. Oh my gosh. Yes, that is great. Look how fun that is. Oh my gosh. I may even just leave him like this. I was going to switch him back to the other Vernon, but I think for now he is going to be on my shelf as Were-Rat Vernon. That is so fun. Especially you've got him back here. The mutagen can in hand. I did do that too. That looks really fun. He's got the rats all over him. He's got his soda pop bombs. Oh my gosh, yeah. And these are the only hands you get for the Were-Rat, but you don't really need any other hands. They're pretty standard. They're grabby, zombified. You know, he's in a little bit of a trance. He's looking for trash to help feed the rats. So I think this figure turned out dynamite. Oh my gosh. I think this is a really neat way for NECA to release Vernon and Were-Rat Vernon. Also, you know, if you're one of those people who are a completist and you need both on your shelf, then NECA just sold you 2 figures, I assume. And I'm not talking about this 2-pack. I'm talking about they sold you 2 2-packs because I know a lot of people were considering buying 2 of the loot crates because they wanted Scrag as a human and as a Batman. So I think that this is really fun, and now I can kind of see why, though I'm not that kind of person because I can't afford that. It would look neat to have both. So if you can afford that, I could see why you would want to do that, because boy, he is a blast. But I think this is a fantastic 2-pack. I think NECA just completely went above and beyond to make some really cool, unique accessories for these guys. I absolutely love that Vernon turns into the Were-Rat version of Vernon from that episode. I think that's a blast. I think that episode rules, and I really hope that one day soon we have an Irma that can go with this set. I don't really necessarily need her to come with the Were-Rat hands and head, though I find it would be a great accessory. Honestly, I am such an Irma fan. I, at this point, wouldn't even mind if it was a deluxe Irma, who came with several different items, including the heads and hands by herself. But I could also see her being paired with the boss of Channel 6 News, whose name escapes me. I'm sorry at this point. I know the version of him that came out when I was a kid. He had like a donut or something in his hand, but he's also another one of these ridiculous men news anchor characters who I find very funny rewatching these. All right, well, I think that's going to pretty much do it. So let's go back to the table and we'll wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching this review. I obviously highly recommend these figures, as I usually do all of the Ninja Turtle figures from NECA that I've reviewed. The only caveat I would say is that there is a little thing with the rubbery part of the pants on especially the Rat King. But both of these boys are going to be retreating to a nice warm bath once I hit the record end button on here today, just to be safe. I know I've seen NECA recommend that themselves, and highly recommend you give these boys a warm bath before you start posing the crap out of them, making them sit, moving the legs too much, because yeah, you definitely want to preserve that nice paint job on those little panties. So thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you're aware, but once this channel reaches 500, we were going to be giving away this NECA Super Shredder, speaking of Ninja Turtle figures from NECA, and I can't wait to give it to one of you. So once we hit 500, we'll figure out the details, but you have to be subscribed to the channel to win. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you find these figures if you're looking for them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you really soon. I'm actually literally stopping this and eating pizza, so maybe the most appropriate ending to a Ninja Turtles review of all time. So let's get to pizza.